Have you ever noticed how some cats seem instantly drawn to certain people, while completely ignoring others? It's not a coincidence. Cats are way more sensitive and selective than most people think. They observe, analyze, and choose who they want to connect with. But what exactly makes a cat bond with someone? Is it the tone of voice? The way a person moves? Or maybe how they show affection? Science has some fascinating answers. Studies show that cats can recognize their owner's voice, and they prefer soft, familiar tones. They also associate people with positive experiences like playtime, food, and comfort. And there's more. Research suggests that cats can sense our emotional state. They tend to gravitate toward calm, relaxed people, and avoid those who seem stressed or agitated. In other words, cats don't just watch us, they're constantly evaluating us. In today's video, you'll learn which personality traits attract cats the most, what science has discovered about this behavior, and how you can become your cat's favorite person, or even win over that shy kitty who hasn't warmed up to you yet. Stick around until the end, because today's tips could completely change your relationship with cats, and maybe even help you understand yourself a little better too. Calm and patient people. Cats are extremely sensitive to their environment and to human emotions. They can tell when someone is nervous, restless, or impatient, and most of the time, they'll keep their distance from that kind of energy. Calm and patient people have a natural advantage with cats. They don't force interactions, they avoid sudden movements, and they know how to wait for the cat's timing. And that's key, because earning a cat's trust happens on their terms, not ours. Picture this. You walk into someone's home and see a cat on the couch. An impatient person might go straight over, try to pick the cat up, talk loudly, and pet it. The cat runs away. But a calm person who just sits nearby and lets the cat observe has a much better chance of being approached. That kind of patience makes cats feel safe. They realize that person isn't a threat, and they can come closer when they're ready. And when that happens, the bond that forms is much deeper and longer lasting. Calm people also tend to have softer body language, speak in lower tones, and move more gently, all of which cats perceive as positive. Studies show that domestic cats are more likely to approach people who sit quietly rather than those who actively try to engage with them. Sometimes, the best way to win a cat over is to do absolutely nothing. If you want to earn a cat's trust, sit near them without staring, stay relaxed, and let them come to you. And when they do, respect their pace. That's worth more than any treat. Consistent and predictable people. Cats thrive on routine. They feel safer when they know what to expect from their environment and the people around them. Sudden changes, loud noises, or unpredictable behavior can make them anxious or even stressed. That's why consistent and predictable people tend to earn a cat's trust much more easily. These people stick to a stable routine. They feed the cat at the same times, speak in a steady tone, and avoid abrupt actions. That creates a sense of security. For the cat, knowing that someone behaves the same way every day is comforting. It means no unpleasant surprises, and that encourages them to get closer. On the other hand, people who are moody, suddenly loud, or move unpredictably can seem threatening, even if they mean well. The cat doesn't know what to expect, and instinctively, it keeps its distance. Science backs this up. A study published in Scientific Reports found that cats living in stable environments with well-defined routines show lower stress levels and are more sociable. So predictability not only helps with bonding, it directly supports the cat's well-being. Observant and empathetic people. Cats don't speak, but they're constantly communicating. With their body, their eyes, their tail, their ears, and even with silence. And those who pay attention to these signals, who observe calmly and try to understand how the cat feels, become very special to them. Observant and empathetic people don't just look at the cat, they see them. They notice when the cat is uncomfortable, when it wants affection, or when it needs space. And most importantly, they respect those signals. That kind of sensitivity builds a deep connection based on mutual respect. For example, if a cat has its ears back, body tense, and tail flicking quickly, it's saying, "Leave me alone." An empathetic person gets that and backs off. But someone who insists on petting the cat in that moment might get scratched and lose the cat's trust. This emotional awareness is essential. Cats don't like being forced into anything. They approach when they feel in control. And people who show empathy, who don't invade their space and respect their boundaries, are seen as safe and trustworthy. Science supports this too. Studies show that cats respond better to people who adjust their behavior based on the cat's reactions. In other words, the more you respect a cat's personality, the more they'll open up to you. Affectionate, but not overbearing people. Cats enjoy affection, but only on their terms and in their own time. They're not like dogs, who usually welcome attention anytime. With cats, affection needs to be offered gently, never forced. That's why the people who win cats over the most are those who know how to show love respectfully, without invading the cat's space. An affectionate but non-invasive person understands that the cat needs to feel in control. They don't force the cat onto their lap, don't insist on petting when the cat pulls away, and they recognize the signs of discomfort. At the same time, they're always available to offer affection when the cat shows interest, whether it's rubbing against them, purring, or lying nearby. That balance is essential. When a cat realizes it can approach without being grabbed or overwhelmed, it feels safer. And over time, it starts seeking out that person's company more and more. It's common to see cats ignore people who try too hard to win them over, but willingly approach someone who's just sitting quietly, offering gentle affection. That's because cats value the freedom to choose. They want to know they can walk away whenever they want, and that affection will come as a gift, not an obligation. Research shows that cats prefer short, frequent interactions over long, forced ones. They like to be in control of when and how the interaction happens. If you want a cat to like you, offer affection gently. Watch for signs that they're open to it. Respect their need for space, and never force physical contact. Over time, they'll see you as a safe and loving presence, and they'll come to you because they want to. People who care and feed with love. It might sound obvious, but it's true. Cats form deep bonds with those who take good care of them. And it goes far beyond just filling the food bowl. It's about attention, presence, kindness, and being tuned in to the cat's needs. The people who truly win a cat's heart are the ones who show, day after day, that they care. They keep the litter box clean, provide fresh water, create a safe and cozy environment, and notice any changes in the cat's behavior or health. That consistent care sends a clear message of safety and trust. Feeding also plays an emotional role. Cats associate the person who feeds them with something positive and comforting. But it's not just the food, it's the whole ritual. The way the person approaches, the tone of voice they use, the care they take in serving the food, all of that strengthens the bond. Plus, people who care well for their cats usually also play with them, talk to them, and interact in a respectful way. This creates a routine of affection and trust that deepens over time. And it's not just the cat who benefits. Studies show that pet owners who build this kind of relationship with their animals experience less stress, greater emotional well-being, and even improvements in mental health. If you want to be a cat's favorite person, care for them with attention and love. Notice their needs, respect their limits, and simply be present. A cat's love can't be bought. It has to be earned. Now you know, cats don't choose their favorite people by chance. They connect with those who radiate calm, consistency, empathy, respectful affection, and genuine care. It's not about being the most energetic person in the room or the one who tries the hardest to win them over. It's about being someone who understands and respects the unique way cats experience the world. And the most beautiful part? When we learn how to earn a cat's trust, we also learn to be more patient, more observant, and more kind. It's a quiet exchange, but a powerful one. If you already have a cat, take a closer look. They've probably already chosen their favorite person in the house. And if they haven't yet, now you've got the tools to become that person. Did you enjoy the video? Then give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with that friend who's a total cat lover. And tell me in the comments, does your cat have a favorite person? How do they show it? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, In a cat's world, love is earned through respect and presence.